Welcome to Let's Save on a Teacher's Salary. My name is Asanda and I have been permanently employed in the Eastern Cape as an educator since May 2023 at the age of 34 going on 35, and now I am 36. So today we're talking about picking a school for your child, the science behind it. Well, exactly. There's no science. So there's literally no science about it. You're just going to trust your instincts and obey your choice. So I have 4 things that I think I would look at. Like, what is the dream? What did I dream? Where did I dream to go to? And I'll probably be like, okay, I'll send my kids there. But that'll be my dream, being mindful that that's my dream and not theirs. That's the first one. Secondly, would be location. Where are the nearest schools? That makes it easy. Like, you're going to go to the nearest primary school. You're going to go to the nearest high school. I keep an eye on you, on your education, and I'm in control. Then there's, quality, the quality of the school, the quality of education the school provides. So then we're looking for quality. What is the history of the school? What do they offer? What subjects do they offer? All those things that I would look at, especially if it's high school, if it's primary school, what are the number of learners in each classroom, all that stuff. So now we're looking at the quality of education my child is going to receive, and these things, they affect quality, the number of learners in the classroom. Ooh, that's a big one. And then fourth one, of course, is the cost. Now, when money is no object, it doesn't matter what my dream is. I can dream as big as I want, and I can look for the best quality, and I can look for the best location, because I'm going to make up for it with money. But if you don't have it, it doesn't mean your child cannot get decent schooling. Yes, they can. There are plenty of public schools that offer decent schooling, and they are free or partially have school fees, right? So most parents anyway who send their children to private schools, they send them because they wanted to go to private school, or they feel like since they didn't go to private school, their English is not good enough, and therefore they're going to send children to, which is ridiculous. I see that and I'm like, nah, that is not a good reason. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, we are all human, and dreams are dreams, they need to be fulfilled. So I would also probably end up having some kind of dream and trying to fulfill it through the child. And now we go to public and private schools, the differences. So most people in South Africa, when they say public school, they mean schools in the rural areas and in the township, which is not true. A lot of these former Model C schools are actually government schools. They're public schools. So if your child is going to a former Model C school, what they most probably are going to a public school, government. It's just that you pay and other people don't pay for the same kind of education. Now, I'm going to say for the same kind of education. I'm not going to say for the same education. And then the private schools. So public schools, they're not just the rural ones and the township ones. Public schools are also in town as well. They're owned by the government. They're funded by the government. They're public schools. They belong to the state. And then we have private schools. Sometimes when people talk about private schools, they have these huge assumptions that the quality of education is high. Nah, not really. Most of these private schools, your child is just better off going to a public school than being taught in a government school. These schools, I've seen how the sausage is made. Been in that kitchen and seen how the sausage is made. Some of these private schools, they're just private schools by name. They don't offer the quality you think comes with a private school name. And then we have, of course, the top de la creme, the good private schools, and then we have the top de la creme. Like, your child comes out of there with the best experience. You see how I say experience, not the best education? Because I feel like most importantly, it's the experience that these children get, the life experiences, the memories they get from there are unique, they are unique. Now, if your child Like, for example, take me. If I send my child to one of these schools and I'm like, I'm going to pay 200,000 rent tuition a year, okay? I earn... That would be ridiculous. No, I'm not paying that much money for some Malusi certificate. Forget it. And of course, on my teacher salary, I'm already stretching everything way too thin. The money is going to be stretched too thin. I'm going to go into debt trying to pay off this education, and I'm going to have nothing to hold for it except the Malusi certificate, which might not even be that good, and start being resentful. And this is where a lot of people now are missing the point. They've been taking their kids to private schools, and now they're being choked by the payments, and they're bad-mouthing the schools. No, you took your child to a school you can't afford, and now you're struggling and talking nonsense. Stop it. Let people do with their kids what they want to do. It's not about you. It's not about you and you making bad decisions. Let other people send their children where they dream to send their children. Now you're out here talking about, no, these schools are the same. The education is the same. These kids are all going to go to the same university. You bitter. Either you bitter because you didn't go to these schools, or you bitter because you sent your child there, couldn't pay, and now you're struggling, drowning in debt. Stop it. Stop talking nonsense about these kids who go to these schools, the paying schools. It's none of your damn business. It's none of your damn business how they speak. It's none of their damn business how they conduct themselves. When focus on you. I shame you. Stop. Leave kids alone. Futinje. Anyway, me reprimanding. Okay, no. Okay, so for me, I'm just like, no on going on debt, just drowning in debt because of education. It's a no for me. Let's try and get it the cheapest we can. Let's try the cheapest we can. Let's try and get the best education as cheap as possible, because I'm like, that's what are we getting? The best education as cheap as possible. That is what I'm getting you, child. You better know it. Yeah. And that is the science behind choosing a school. What about university though? Because this child's got to go to university. So suddenly now it's no longer your dream. The child picks the university you want to go to. See? It was never about you from the beginning.